Hello there. My name is Michelle Whiteside, and I'm a mental wellness practitioner, transformational coach. And I wanted to talk to you about something very dear to my heart today and about how everything leads back to that and everything brings everything to success from here. And I had to learn the hard way. So hopefully you can take some tips and tricks and stop before the minefields or before you fall in the hole like Alice in Wonderland. So I started like a lot of us, fighting from the very beginning. I was born in Macy's, San Francisco, in the cellar department, born to shop. The cyst was as big as I was, and I had getting pushed out of the way, and I said enough. And 2.5 months early, I decided to debut in the cellar of Macy's, San Francisco. And from that point on, I continued to fight, 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 fight. I didn't realize the fight wasn't outside myself. The fight was inside myself. I had no idea because we all have limiting beliefs and programming and things that are a motherboard that necessarily is a little bit off kilter and needs to be revamped. And you can't really do anything until you start cleaning that out to put anything new on it. And I've tried and tried and tried. And being a soldier, a fixer, a nurse, a mother, a healer, and the list goes on from infinitum, because that's how I tried to find that self-worth and self-love that I knew somewhere intuitively that it was really important for me. So I went through life like a lot of us do, making decisions, some not so great, based on that programming and those beliefs, not knowing that 90% of what everything I did was from my subconscious, not from my conscious mind. But I continued on and didn't know why it's not working. It's not working. I need to fix it. I'm a fixer. I can't fix myself. So we can't fix what's broken inside between these ears. We need help. And I always say we do not do this alone. So the universe eventually comes on in, I believe, and either hits you with a feather or a punch. I'm the slower cooker, slower learner. I had to have the punch, hence COVID. So my whole everything was leveled. My salon, 30 years, my marriage was not what it seemed. And my kids moved out. I went back to school and I learned to become a coach, which saved my life. And I get to now take that and pass it forward because I got to do that. So to bring this all into a loop, we all talk about intuition and we talk about how we try to listen to ourselves because we have all the answers inside of ourselves. But I'll tell you a secret. If that story or those programmings are necessarily not true, A, you don't hear it. B, you don't trust it. So you can't access those parts of yourself. But really, we can do anything we want to do. If it's been done before, you can do it. And if it's not, you can too. But with these underlying little strings that bubble up in certain places, it makes it really hard. And then what I always say, that snake that keeps biting its tail because you can't seem to get back and you can't seem to find, right? So when you start to go within and you start to do that work of what's real, what's not, what's important to me, what's my why, what's my purpose, something magical happens. And I kid you not, it happens very quickly. The awareness is the willingness, and that's all you need. So going through all of that, a lot of things changed in my life. My relationships changed, my voice changed. I'm able to talk to you here. This was not something I could do before. I did not feel good enough. And most of us have that not good enough card. Even if we're the thing to be at the top of our game, there's something still there. So I want to impart to you today to remember, we don't do this alone. Don't ever give up fighting on yourself. And it takes time. Also, remember, go big or go home. This is your story, and we create it, and we get to write it. But make sure you get a guide or someone to help you get that book all ready and those chapters all open to write your story. With that, remember, you are your best resource. We do not do this alone. And like I always say, go big or go home.